Welcome to the day 3 of MWC 2024 at Barcelona. The energy refuses to die down. It's a bright and a sunny day. It's a glorious day. And people are busy eating, networking, meeting each other. The energy is in the air. The weather is also pleasant, which is helping. A lot of visitors are coming to the MWC on day 3 still. Today is the penultimate day and expected to be the busiest day because tomorrow the packing starts. So here is this nice little booth from HTC, and apparently they have a tracking solution. So these guys are wearing something on their legs as sensors, and they're wearing the VR glasses, and then they can, when they kick the ball, it appears on the screen. Using the VR glasses, they feel like they're already in the stadium. For example, you look at this guy, he is having sensors in his legs and he's kicking, and you can see on the screen that the ball gets kicked. So it looks fantastic. There he kicks it, and there you see the ball on the screen. So for this person, effectively, it's as if he is out there in the football field and playing football. There you go. I think this looks very nice. And at the TrueMind Software Systems booth, we got a lovely chance to talk to a very special person from India. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the pleasure of hosting the CTO of Airtel, Mr. Randeep Sekhon, at the TrueMind's booth at the MWC 2024. Hi Randeep, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Excellent. Randeep, it's the third day at the MWC 2024 in Barcelona, and you are visiting over here as the Airtel CTO. What have been the key takeaways for you from this MWC?
I think it's an exciting show, if you ask me, and it is no longer talking about the previous jargons. It is talking about new things. Two big takeaways from me is that from our telco mind, that there are newer products which are coming, which will help us more energy efficient and more intelligent solutions in future. But more from AI is everywhere. AI is the top of the mind word. But AI being used for different applications is what I am able to see here, right from chip design to solutioning and things. So I think AI is the buzzword.
Thanks for that, Randeep. Also, you are a consumer of the software as a service provider at Airtel. So what is your message for the original equipment manufacturers and the software providers who work with you and who would like to work with you?
I think innovation is the key because the standards are kind of set. Whatever we were saying, 5G and all, everything is rolled out, new core is rolled out. Now the era is of use cases and monetization. So if we can create innovative use case which will help enterprise customers solve its problem and we can participate in it, I think that's the way to go. So we should innovate and create new solutions.
Thanks a lot, Randeep, for that. Ladies and gentlemen, the CTO of Airtel, one of the biggest service providers in India, Mr. Randeep Sekhon.
Thank you.
So this is a wonderful booth of analog devices. Not a lot of people out here, but they do very specialist work, which is they build the ADI-powered radio units, and this is the analog devices front end. They have, a nice little coffee shop behind as well. But more important than the coffee shop, they have these ADI-powered radio units, which are of personal interest to a lot of companies which are into the 5G radio, because the 5G radio consists of the software, and then finally that software has to interface with a radio unit so that it can communicate with the mobile over the air, and that's where the analog devices comes into play as a company. And here is the booth of Amarisoft, which I've heard is doing a great job in the area of the core, the simulator. They help you to test the 5G SA and the NSA, including LTE as well. They also have a SDR, which is a software-defined radio, and they have a lot of these devices which are really helping the OEMs in validating their solution. So good job, Amarisoft. So MWC 2024 has a lot of pavilions belonging to different countries. For example, here is a beautiful pavilion which belongs to Canada. It's late in the evening, So not a lot of people around in the pavilion, but it looks like a beautiful pavilion with a circular screen on top. And here we have the pavilion from Belgium, and down the line we see the pavilion from Italy. So whole countries have representations, and I suppose it's cheaper for the smaller companies to book their booths under their country pavilions. A lot of energy out here at the MWC 2024, where small companies from the individual countries are able to set up their booths and represent their products and services. There you see again, there's a pavilion from Korea. Well, I suppose it's by default South Korea. I don't assume that North Korea would be setting up a pavilion out here, but who knows? And this whole beautiful place, decked up in largely red and pink, is the Great Britain and Northern Ireland Pavilion. Looks fantastic. And here is a pavilion from Estonia, which is also demonstrating a lot of solutions, including IoT, Mobilab, and several companies who are showcasing their solutions at the Mobile World Congress 2024. Here we have the pavilion from Greece. Again, fantastic. Just a few years ago, Greece was on the verge of bankruptcy, and now it's innovating and showcasing their products at the Mobile World Congress. And there you see Finland. It also has a pavilion at MWC 2024. And as a matter of fact, there's a happiness index in the world, and according to that index, Finland is the happiest country in the world. And that's what they're flaunting over here, and they're saying at the Finland pavilion, meet happiness. So there's something called a talent arena at the Mobile World Congress. There are several company booths out here, and you can register for various performances out here. A lot of young people sitting in these seats, and you can work on your laptops out here. There are snacks over there, and you can get some beers. And there's some pre-scheduled speakers who have been scheduled out here. That's why it's called a talent arena. If you have a talent, you can come over here and you can speak as a keynote speaker. And of course, these are pre-registered keynote speakers. For example, there's someone going on at the moment, and they're speaking in Spanish at the moment. And it's a lot of fun out here. A lot of young people sitting over here and enjoying the show. So the talent arena is an interesting place at the MWC. So overall, once again, a wonderful day 3, full of energy, full of demonstrations, full of booths, full of technology at MWC 2024 Barcelona. I leave you behind with this wonderful, insightful interview from the president of the core networks at Mavenir. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Mr. Ashok Khuntia, the president of the core networks at Mavenir. Hi, Mr. Ashok.
Hello.
Mr. Ashok, can you tell us, you are at MWC 2024 in Barcelona. You are president core networks at Mavenir, which is the world's premier OEM providing solutions to the service providers around the world. What is the trend that you are seeing as far as packet cores are concerned at MWC?
Okay. In the MWC, this year, the whole MWC is all about the AI/ML. When it comes to the packet core, it's about people are talking about how the 5G data consumption is increasing or it's going to increase. So it means you have to reduce the cost per bit for the packet core. People are going to consume more and more data, but they are not going to pay more money because of the consumption. In that case, it is very important that the vendors like us come up with a solution to the market which is cost effective. In the sense, you have to reduce the cost per gigabit per second, for the operators. And then on top of that, how you use AI/ML to kind of improve the efficiency of the network in terms of what can you do to manage the network so that you can reduce the cost, which will help with reducing the total cost of ownership. These are the kind of things that I see in the packet core area.
Thanks for that, Ashok. On the sidelines of MWC 2024, do you have any expectations from the mobile service providers as well, being an OEM?
I think the service providers need to know, how to use the cloud native technology. See what is happening, you have got the the service providers continue to use the hardware in a dedicated manner. But to use the cloud native technology, one of the things that the service providers need to do, like let's say in the middle of the night, there is not a lot of workload going in the packet core hardware. In that case, that same hardware should be used for other purposes like billing. So this way, the service providers can reduce their total cost of ownership. That is one. The second thing is, they can come up with the new use cases to monetize the 5G better. Because otherwise, if you have the same revenue as before, it will be difficult. Your cost keeps going up. The service providers need to figure out how to make money by, introducing new services, and that's the promise of the 5G. 5G, the technology will be there to make it more agile in terms of introducing new services, and the operators need to step up to that.
Thanks for that, Ashok. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ashok Khuntia, President, Core Networks at Mavenir.